well, as Joshua said, I am Nicolette Greenhouse. I am the outreach coordinator for HGAC BY. And if you have any questions during this very short presentation, please feel free to drop them in the chat box, or if you think of any afterwards, you can go this way on your screen. As you can see, we have contact information that you can use to contact us if you have any questions. But let's get started. So I'm going to give you a brief overview of our program. We are a nationwide cooperative purchasing program operated by the Houston-Galveston Area Council of Governments. We would like to think we're like the best at this, but I'm going to give you a short little numbers check so that you can, have some backing behind it. We do have 40 years of experience, 40 plus years of experience. We have over 8,000 members with new members added daily. I believe we have 1,238 vendors at this point, 40 plus major contract categories. And in 2020, we did about 1.6 billion in total products purchased. So just a little rundown of numbers for you there. We do that in part with amazing programs that we are part of that you can see on this side of my screen. My hand doesn't want to cooperate, but up there you can see we have NCPP, the Professional Association for Cooperative Procurement, NIGP, which we just came back from one of their conferences, and NPI. But the most important thing to us is our members. We probably have a couple of members on our call this morning, and thank you so much for coming. If you're not a member and you would like to be a member, you can look over here to this long list and see if your organization is a part of it. If you are, you can go ahead and fill out our ILC form online. Shantra should be dropping that link in the chat box for you. It's a very simple process, just a couple of steps, real easy to join. If you're looking over to the other side of the screen and you're wondering, hey, I see a logo here that looks a little familiar, and you're a part of one of these partnerships of ours, congratulations, you're already a member of HGAC BY. A couple of our partners, just to let you know, is Sacramento Area Council of Governments, MARC, the Mid-America Regional Council, BMC, they just recently went through a logo change, but they are the Baltimore Regional Cooperative Purchasing Committee, sorry, I'm talking too fast, and the Municipal Association of South Carolina. So those are just a couple of our partners. If you're not a part of them, I believe a couple of them are on our call today, and they'll be more than happy to answer any questions about their program. But we're going to get to the best part of membership, which is the benefits. My favorite little coined phrase that I have at this point is that HGAC BY saves you time, money, and headaches. Okay, which no one needs a headache, right? My favorite thing that everyone wants to know about is the cost of membership, and I'm here to tell you it's absolutely free. We're a contractor-funded program. Members don't have to pay for anything except the products and services that they're using through HGAC BY. So that means we get you better pricing as a result of volume discounts from our vendors. You can purchase those immediately when you join. We also managed to save you some soft cost savings, which means your staff doesn't have to do all of that. What is it, Marlena? Like 120 days worth of work trying to figure out
like
or more if they're trying to figure out if you're in compliance, because we do all that for you. We satisfy all the statute requirements, and you can find those. Thank you, Shantra. She has dropped the link in the chat box below. You can find those on our website. We also have all those repository documents for you to review at your leisure on our website as well. And we're just a really great group of people. We are customer oriented, and we make sure we meet your needs when you need them. So we serve you with a smile, right? So a couple of people that you might need to know that can serve you with a smile. I have a few contacts up here. I'll let anybody take a picture of that, like a screenshot for you to use later. But we have our procurement services lead, that's Miss LaWanda James. Miss Marlena Mack, as I pointed out earlier, is customer relations, so she answers any questions that you may have about the program. And then we have Stephanie Huey for membership. So if you have any questions about the ILC process or about the benefits of membership, you can talk to her. But let's get to the main event. Yes. So here's a brief little schedule for you this morning. I'm going to sit down in a second and kick it off to Joshua. And after that, we are going to start with W.S. Darley, and that is going to be presented by our wonderful Troy Carathers. Boise Mobile Equipment after that, which is Al Creekmore and Emily Shremukta. Siddons Martin Emergency Group, which is Amanda Seabranch and Jeffrey Doran. We'll have a brief testimonial in between, and then we'll go straight into custom fire apparatus presented by Wade and Julie, and Chastain Ford presented by Mr. Ed Miller, and ending with super vacuum manufacturing presented by Mr. Joel Kanaki. And you can go into breakout rooms after everyone presents and ask all the questions to your heart's desire. But that's pretty much it for me. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Josh, take it away, sir.
Nicola, that was amazing as always. As she said, first up we have Troy Carruthers with W.S. Darley. Troy, could you please get ready, sir? And while we're waiting for Troy to get his screen shared, if you haven't been here before, this is just our chance to let our vendors highlight themselves and their products and services. If you have been here before, welcome back.
All right, thank you, Josh. And thank you to all the crew here at the HGAC BUY organization. We truly appreciate the professionalism and the opportunity to present here to you today. So Darley's been working with HGAC for quite a few years. And we'll just get started here with telling you a bit about our company. We're a team that's committed to customer satisfaction and have been since 1908 when our company was started by the great W.S. Darley. So that's 113 years of dedicated to excellence and offering the fire and emergency services a wide quality, quite diverse line, lots of products and services, and manufacturing as well as distribution of a lot of different equipment. We have a reputation for building reputations with the fire service all over the world. And we have industry presence here in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, which is my home. Yes, I'm a cheesehead here in Wisconsin. We also have factories in Iowa as well as in Michigan. And our company headquarters, where many of the Darley families still reside today, is just outside of Chicago in Itasca, Illinois. Darley is sprinkled around into a lot of different fire and equipment boards, from FEMA to FEMSA. We work within NFPA. We're a fully ISO 9001 certified business. Still kind of considered a small business, but we've been an Illinois Family Business of the Year. We work with XM Bank and export a wide variety of products all over the globe. So we have a strong fire advisory board that we're proud of, and we're constantly looking to innovate and offer new and exciting products to make the world safer, to make the firefighters and those that are providing support to the public safer and better at doing their jobs. So we have a variety of branches. We have our W.S. Darley and Company core product. We also have the Oler Fire Pump Company, which is partnered with the Odin Foam Company, like I had mentioned before, based out of Iowa. We also have a poly-built division of our company that manufactures poly water tanks and fully integrated bodies as a one-piece body and tank through our poly-built line. We have divisions in our fire apparatus and emergency apparatus. We have fire pumps, equipment. We also work with divisions of the defense and homeland security. So we're really kind of a one-stop shop for anything the emergency services and even our fighting forces around the world come to us and look at Darley for their products. Here's just a snapshot of a wide variety of different apparatus that have been delivered just here in recent years, all capable of being ordered through the HGAC BUY program. We have quick attacks based on the Ford or Ram chassis, as well as the new GMC chassis. We have pumpers, we have rescue style apparatus, both on commercial and custom cabs. We have full tanker pumpers, and all of our AutoCAFs compressed air foam systems, which I'll be touching on here shortly, are available in these products as well. You may have seen, if you pick up a magazine or if you go online to some of the fire industry magazines, such as Fire Apparatus, Emergency Equipment, these 4 vehicles, these were specialty designed high water pumpers for the Sheldon Community Volunteer Fire Department just outside of Houston, Texas. These 4 vehicles were specifically designed to be able to handle driving through some high water. You know, in the southern part of our country has often been dealing with floodwaters, and being able to provide the community support in these situations is critical. So all of the air intakes and vents and things that would otherwise be submerged that could render a fire apparatus useless in those types of situations have been addressed. We moved the high intake up in the top of the radiator. All the vents, like the transmission, the rear differential, the DEF tank fill, all of those components have been elevated to allow you to drive, you know, nearly to the top of the rim, so that they can drive around in floodwaters. It's never something anyone recommends, but when Mother Nature provides you that hand, you have to deal with it and play your hand the best that you can. So these vehicles were purchased through HGAC. The fire department is very satisfied with them and taking advantage of their capabilities already today. We have another very popular model. This is an HB01 listed in the FS12-19 contract. Popular thing about this type of quick attack vehicle is its low cost of ownership. It's an F550. You can buy this type of chassis and have it serviced at most available locations in every city and town. It's very compact, it's very maneuverable. It's got a low overall height and length, so you can get in the long, narrow driveways, get underneath those low overhanging branches. It's easy for your crew to drive safely because most of your crew should be very capable of driving these smaller pickup truck type chassis. The compressed air foam makes the 300 gallons of water perform like over 1,000 gallons of water. It's just a very popular model. As such, we've got 4 or 5 just different vehicles here showing that type of vehicle that we've delivered over the past year or so. You can even get that same vehicle with the pump panel over on the passenger side, or the curb side as it's often known, so that you can do highway attacks, be out on your interstates and park the vehicle on the right side lane and get your pump operator off the flow of traffic or out of the flow of traffic. Lots of different chassis. We see the Ram here in the bottom shot, and a Ford F550 in that pretty Velocity blue on the top. Both vehicles have fire pumps on them made by the W.S. Darley Company. So not only do we develop and design our own vehicles, we build our own fire pumps. So it makes us very easy for us to put all the controls, as you see on this compressed air foam pumper, over on that right-hand side. We can also do the pump panel up on top of the vehicle. It's been a very popular product that Darley actually offered before anyone else many, many years ago. The Darley Company built and designed one of the very first top console pumpers so that you can get up and have visibility all the way around the vehicle. As I said, Darley is the only fire pump, or the only fire truck manufacturer that does build its own fire pump right across the parking lot here from our truck manufacturing facility. So we can custom build and custom order these fire pumps to fit into the exact envelope that we need them to. And our compressed air foam system. For many years, I've traveled the world explaining the uses of compressed air foam, where we add a small amount of Class A soap. Basically, it's just a liquid soap to the water. We propel it with compressed air, and we fight fire using water, but it's been an enhanced version of water. 99.8% of what's coming out of the end of the stream is still water, but a little bit of soap and a lot of compressed air helps us smother out the fires much more effectively, blanket the fuels with a layer of bubbles, which insulate them from heat, insulate them from oxygen, and put the fires out way faster than plain water alone. We're also seeing where this Class A foam bonds to the carbon and pulls a lot of those cancer-causing agents out of the air as you're fighting the fire with this type of Class A foam firefighting system. We make a lot of compact designs, which we can build right into a typical fire pumper without the need for additional space or making the pump space any larger. And we make it very easy to service. One of the things people look at with CAFs is it's too expensive and it takes, way too much time and effort to service every year. We feel like we've got all that under control, and we make that value definitely obvious for those fire departments that are using this new technology. Along with that comes training. With any new product, with any new technology, making sure that everyone underneath that firehouse roof is comfortable with this new product is key. So myself and a handful of other trainers visit the fire departments that have bought these new compressed air foam capable vehicles, and really any Darley vehicle, to make sure they get the training necessary to understand what all these bells and whistles do, how they operate, and make sure that they're using them to the best of their ability. We also manufacture a body that's completely made out of the same copolymer material as your water tank. And for those same exact reasons why the fire service has migrated away from steel water tanks is the same reason why you're going to want to look at poly bodies to build your next fire truck out of. They're completely corrosion resistant. They're very durable. They will not ding or dent. You can integrate them right into the design of your tank. So the whole tank and body are all fabricated one-piece construction. You never have to worry about rust or corrosion. They're chemical resistant. You can literally move them from one chassis to another chassis 15, 20 years later and get more life out of that body. Darley does also offer metal bodies as well. And just a quick summary, we've been focused on passionate customer support for over 100 years, 113 to be exact. We focus on innovation, and we have strong manufacturing and distribution capabilities with our equipment division, our pump division, and our truck division all working together to try to support the customers all over the world. So again, thank you very much to HGAC. Thank you to those of you that have joined in here today to learn about the various products that you can purchase through HGAC. And with that, I will stop sharing my screen and pass it back to Josh.
All right, Troy, that was great, sir. Just a quick one. I didn't see your contact information on your slide, so if you wouldn't mind dropping that in the chat below so anybody can reach out to you that's interested.
Good point, Josh. Thank you very much.
I got you, sir. All right, next up we have Boise Mobile Equipment. We have Al Creekmore and Emily Shredmuka going to present for us. Al, Emily, you guys are there? I see that you're muted and your screen is off. All right, they're back and they're live.
Computer's kind of cooperating.
Trying to cooperate. All right, we see it.
It works about as well as I do in the morning.
Okay.
Oh, okay, very good. So I got the controls.
Yep, you got this.
That's scary. So Josh and company, thank you so much for letting us be here and speak to everyone that's joined today. Again, we are BME, and a little bit of an introduction. We are a wildland company out of Boise, Idaho. We've been around since about 1990. We build custom trucks for just about any application. And our wonderful marketing team has put together a short video that just kind of gives you a walk through some of our departments.
This is the checkers game where grandson and granddad will bond.
At BME, our fire trucks are unlike any other of their kind.
Each apparatus is designed by top-notch engineers and built from the ground up right here in the USA. We don't just build fire trucks. At BME, we make it our mission to build the best wildland apparatus because safety, technology, and hard work are not to be taken for granted. And just like the firefighters that risk their lives, we are willing to do what others won't, able to do what others can't.
So again, BME is a smaller company here out of Boise, Idaho. We're growing every day. Some of you may have heard that we are moving to a new facility, a much larger facility that's going to enable us to get the synergy of both of our buildings now into one. We're going to be able to create some new lines, become more efficient at what we do, streamline some things, which we're really, really excited about. I don't know if you missed anything from the beginning or were able to see the video with our volume problems, but our marketing team has put together just a couple very popular models that we build. And again, these models can vary with different options, but first is our Model 34 Type 3. Again, this truck is kind of our bread and butter on what we're doing right now with our contracts, picking up a lot of steam. You guys may have seen this on some of our recent live videos that we've done. This is our newer extreme tactical tender, and we've got a few of these out in the market now. We've seen them at some shows now that you may have run across them. This is another, again, custom truck that we can put together with our different models. Our Wildland Extreme Type 6. Again, I always joke, this is a truck like our Extreme Tactical Tender. If you did not get to play with Tonka trucks enough as a child, you will love these trucks. They're pretty awesome to look at, very functional. Again, can be modified for what you need in your department, in your areas. That was very quick. So those are our slides. We were told 5 slides, and I was told to keep my jokes to a minimum because they're not very funny.
They're funny.
Yes,
They're funny.
yes. So again, to recap, we've been around since 1990. Custom company, Wildland's what we do primarily. We build most anything that comes across our plate. We don't like to say no a lot of times. And again, we've got some breakout rooms, I guess. And if you have any questions or anything that we can do to help you, let us know. We really enjoy working with our HGAC team. We had the opportunity to meet Josh and family at FDIC really for the first time this year, and it was amazing. And so anyone that's on here that's not a member now, I would highly encourage you to do that. It definitely makes doing business with the manufacturer of your choice much easier, and they've vetted all of us manufacturing to make sure you're getting the best price. So thank you, and I'll turn that over.
Al, Emily, thank you guys so much. And Al, your jokes are wonderful. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, all right?
Appreciate it.
All right, that was Boise Mobile Equipment. Next up, we have Siddons Martin Emergency Group with Jeff Doran and Amanda Seabranch. I hope you guys are ready to turn it over, or I guess have it turned over to you.
I think we're ready.
You think or you know, sir?
I think Amanda's going to get me all fixed up here. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Jeff Doran. With me is Amanda Seabranch. She is the order data analyst with our group. She's been working with me for about a year and a half. Lady who keeps me direction in all of our HGAC contracts. So I'm going to talk about both Siddons Martin Emergency Group. We are the dealer for 5 states based out of Texas. So we bid the actual contract for Pierce. We've been a Pierce dealer since 1974. 2020, we became an employee-owned company. Our principal owners are Leon Martin Jr. and Pat Siddons, both based out of our Houston office. Our subsidiary companies are EVS, which we do mobile vehicle upfitting, Global ARF Services, we do industrial apparatus, Skeeter brush trucks, and Superior Equipment. We represent 11 major brands. So we believe we are the largest fire truck dealer organization in the country, and we believe Pierce is the largest fire truck builder in the country. It's interesting with BME and Darley going ahead of us. We partner with both those companies on some of our products. So it's nice to see those smiling faces. A couple of our other brands, actually Oshkosh Corporation is the parent company of Pierce Manufacturing. Oshkosh bought Pierce in 1996, I'm sorry. And so Pierce has been an Oshkosh-owned company for them for that period of time. And one of the things that does for us is bring Oshkosh's technology to everything we do on the Pierce Fire Apparatus side. We also represent Demir's Ambulance, Crestline, Braun, Road Rescue, and Wheel Coach ambulances. And we have all of those products on the AM10-20 contract. So Oshkosh Corporation, as I said, bought Pierce in 1996. It is a public traded company. It's a huge public traded company, 14,000 employees. So their tremendous background, as you can see on there, is the JLTV vehicle, which Oshkosh built and designed, replaced the Hummer for our military folks. And that is a very, very interesting vehicle. So that offers a little bit of technology over to the fire apparatus product line. Pierce Manufacturing is, like I said, probably the largest fire truck manufacturer. We do everything from a small brush truck to a rescue command communications vehicles to aerial ladders, platform ladders, and everything in between. Pierce is a huge company. It has 4 different fabrication facilities. So one of them's in Florida and 3 of the facilities are in and around Appleton, Wisconsin. And about 3,000 employees. And one of the things that is very interesting is the average workforce experience is about 14 years. So there's a lot of very skilled crafts folks that build our apparatus. Pierce also owns Frontline Communications. They build broadcast vehicles and mobile command vehicles, and that's located in Clearwater, Florida. Those products are available on the AM10-20 contract as well. So this is a representation of all of the Pierce dealers across the United States and Canada. Represents their home offices. So as I said, Siddons Martin bids the contract for HGAC, but we sell through all of the dealer networks across the United States. So again, to our product line, we do rescue trucks, command vehicles, pumpers, aerial ladders, tankers, everything in between. And I will have to say we do some wildland vehicles, but BME is the king in that. So another thing that our owners pride ourselves on is our service capabilities. They have a huge commitment, financial commitment to service. And we have 23 service facilities across our 5-state area. 24 is being built currently in another in Texas. So they push all of our employees that are in service to be EBT, ASC certified technicians. We do all OEM work. We work on pumps. We work on everything from front to back, other than we don't do teardowns on motors and transmissions. That's kind of subcontracted out. But everything in between we do. We also have mobile services. So if your apparatus is out on the highway broke down or in the fire station broke down, we have 24-hour mobile service, as well as most of the other Pierce dealers across the United States have similar mobile services. And it's kind of a push requirement by Pierce Manufacturing. As I said, we represent 5 states, Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, which is where we are currently at today, Texas, and Louisiana. The corporate offices are out of Houston, Texas, which is where Amanda and I both work. And we have facilities in every state, and each one of them is growing every year. We have 430 total employees, which today has probably grown. It seems to grow every day. We have 226 people that are just in service, be it service managers, technicians. So we have a very large company at Sid & Martin. And as I said, we're a 24/7 service facility, and we have factory support from all the fine folks at Pierce and Frontline and our other brands that we sell. The field service units that we utilize both pickup trucks and trailers, so we can do work in the fire station. We can do work out on the roadway if you're broke down. We have 21 stock field trucks with the trailers. We have additional 12 field service smaller trailers, and every mobile pump testing to get involved in response. Our friends in Louisiana, recently hit by a hurricane, we have sent probably 8 of those big trailers full of water, food, and other supplies to the folks over there in the Houma, Louisiana, and in other Louisiana areas that were just really devastated. So we have owners that are really into giving back to our customers and the communities that we serve. So that's a little picture right there of part of our sales team and a couple of apparatus that we had on display at the Texas A&M Fire Training School show in July. So the folks here pictured are just our sales reps and service managers and service assistant managers. So that was kind of like a little family gathering, get together. I know I probably talked a little fast here. How do I do this? But that is, in a nutshell, what we do. And as I said, the big thing for us is we represent Pierce on the HGAC contract. We do the entire bid. We help all of our dealer organizations with their paperwork. And HGAC for us is a huge partner to our business in everything we sell. We probably do about 70% of our business on HGAC contract, which helps us, helps our end users. You design your fire apparatus to exactly what meets your community's needs with our sales teams. And we have a broad product line on the contract, so we can get you just about anything you want based on HGAC contract. We have another division of Skeeter brush trucks. As Darley was in, we use Darley pumps, Darley skids. So we partner with some other outside agencies. But again, everything that we do, everything that we sell is available on HGAC contracts. Do you want to add anything?
No, you did a great job.
All right, Jeff, Amanda, thank y'all so much for that wonderful presentation, y'all. Next up, we have a brief member testimonial from the Bel Air Fire Department highlighting their experience with HGAC and purchasing through our program.
My name is Deacon Tittle, the Fire Chief Emergency Management Coordinator with the City of Bel Air Fire Department. We currently have 21 paid staff firefighters, 6 volunteers, and about 8 part-time firefighters, along with 1 assistant chief who's also our fire marshal and a part-time fire inspector. HGAC has really made our life a whole lot easier when it comes to purchasing equipment and vehicles. And no matter what we've purchased, it's been great having that availability of going through HGAC. We get a better rate, better pricing, and again, the streamlining the process as far as saving time in the process is a key. Because like the medic unit, as you see behind me here, was a 11-month turnaround from the time we started our process until we took delivery. But there's a lot of benefit to the community in being able to get a piece of apparatus like this a lot sooner, so we can put it in service for the use of the community, because they're paying their taxes to the city of Bel Air, and we want to show them what they're paying for and be able to provide them with this medic unit in the event that they need it. I just, anybody that may not be affiliated or understand HGAC, I would recommend doing a little research and really having a true understanding and seeing what it's really about. And if you have the opportunity to use it, definitely take advantage of it. It's definitely a positive thing.
All right, everyone, that was our member testimonial. Now, we do have more than just fire trucks through HGAC, but, that was highlighting what they purchased, which was an amazing apparatus. Next up, we have Wade Kervita with Custom Fire Apparatus. Wade, I see you, my good sir. You're muted, by the way.
All right, how's that? Is that better?
That's a lot better.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you, HGAC, for including us in this great presentation. Marlena, it's nice to finally see you and meet you in person. We've emailed each other a lot. Joshua, you as well. And it's HGAC is a great organization to work with. They're very professional, and I think most importantly, knowledgeable and understanding of the industry culture, if you will, the fragmented nature of this industry with a variety of types of manufacturers. Custom Fire, we just heard from Pierce, which is an extremely reputable large manufacturer. Custom Fire is probably at the other end of the spectrum. We are an extremely small company. We are privately held. And am I sharing my screen? There we go.
No, sir, you're not.
How's that?
There we are. There
right.
we are.
Better. We are privately held, family owned, been around since 1978, and we are under the original ownership. The company was founded by my father, Jim, in 1978. Prior to that, we have a lot of roots in the fire service. I'm the fourth generation in this industry. I started as a mechanical engineer at the company in the mid 90s, and in the early 2000s, I moved into sales in a small family company. A lot of people wear a lot of hats. So I'm basically a factory direct salesperson, but I'm also a designer of the apparatus. And the company, I kind of say that we're a bit of a boutique type company, a design build firm for sure. And then I move to the next slide here. What's that? Sorry, I'm just, there we go. I talk about 4 attributes when I describe Custom Fire Apparatus. Obviously, as our name suggests, customization of the vehicles, the durability of our construction techniques, the confidence that the customers have in the ownership of our products, and then the customer relationships and care that we provide throughout the ownership of the vehicles. Now, Custom Fire is about 40 people in the company. We build about 3 trucks a month. So we're small. If you're not within the industry, it sounds like a lot of fire trucks to build, but it's a pretty small company. We are located about an hour out of the Twin Cities in Wisconsin, in Osceola, Wisconsin. We're on the St. Croix River Valley in Wisconsin. So if I look out my window to the west right now, I actually see Minnesota. We are located in a former airplane factory on the Osceola Airport. We occupy about 40,000 square feet, and we are, a very capable but small company. In 1994, we implemented a laser cutting machine and 3D modeling software. So every product we sell gets about a month of attention from a mechanical engineer. They read the sales spec. They take part in the pre-build. They're involved in the post pre-build spec and change orders and design of the project. We really focus when we say customization, we don't just mean a chrome or a painted bumper or bed liner coating everything. We think of it in terms of optimized packaging, a variety of compartmentation layouts, custom equipment tool mounting, and multiple pump system options. We work with Darley, Hale, and Waterous fire pumps. We've recently entered the industrial pumping market. We've got several trucks in Texas and throughout the Southeast. And we recently just certified a pump at 6,000 GPM from Draft. And it performed, my engineer just told me it actually did 7,200 gallons per minute from Draft at Teaks recently. And so that's something that my father, Jim, has become real passionate about. He's a very technically minded individual and enjoys the challenges of the industrial side of things in the fire service. I focus on the municipal accounts. Again, we're a regional manufacturer, but we do have trucks throughout the Midwest and Eastern United States. Again, repeat business, referrals, and that sort of thing are a big thrust of our organization. I talked about durability, and when I speak of durability, we mean more than just, thicker steel is better. It's comes down to thoughtful design and the way that our trucks are constructed. We bolt our trucks together. We do not weld anything together. The benefit of this was recently experienced last week. We had a truck get sideswiped, and we were able to unbolt the various body components, frankly, and repeat cut them and fabricate them and install them. We provide apparatus body kits. We've shipped them to Canada for other companies to assemble and deliver. We recently just did a articulated device for the city of Vancouver. And so we are a very, I guess, versatile type company. We use stainless steel in just about everything we build. We do offer aluminum. We have an incredibly dependable electronics systems in our trucks, and our plumbing is without peer. We believe that the body and tank structure is paramount in the apparatus. Again, we use 304 stainless steel structural tubing under the body and the poly tank. We frame drill and use hardened carriage bolts to mount the subframe to the chassis. And we do not use U-bolts to attach a body to a chassis frame. Everything is rubber mounted to prevent frame twists from traveling through the apparatus body structure. And the tank and the poly tank is surrounded by a stainless steel cradle, which is rubber lined to protect the tank and never corrode underneath it. As I said earlier, we're actually on our second laser now. This one was put in a couple years ago, and we 3D model everything, laser cut it, fabricate it, and assemble it using a bolted construction method. We do this with either 304 stainless steel or 50-52 aluminum. And we use stainless steel fasteners, which are coated with nylock nuts and electrolytic bearing material. A lot of technical terminology I'm using here, but that's just kind of the culture of our company. We're all engineers at heart and manufacturers, and we need to sell products to keep doing that. Our plumbing is all round. We never use square plumbing. It's all 304 stainless steel, TIG welded, as you can see here. And everything is pressure tested. Every truck that leaves Custom Fire receives 2 pump tests, one preliminary and then one third party for NFPA certification. We use flanged fittings and Victaulic couplings wherever possible. We use a lot of Akron and Waterous valves in the construction of our pump systems. And as I said earlier, Waterous, Hale, and Darley fire pumps are available from Custom Fire. Electronics is a thorn in people's sides in the fire service. I mentioned earlier that easy ownership is something very important to Custom Fire. We do not want you to take this complex piece of equipment into your hands with any sense of fear or worry about your ability to maintain or operate it. And therefore, we design everything beyond the mission, frankly. The electronics system is all using automotive relays, resettable circuit breakers, Deutsch weatherproof connectors, return ground wires for every light. Every wire is color coded and printed with the function every 4 inches, and every light is connected with a Deutsch weatherproof connector. As-built wiring diagrams, that's something I hear a complaint about. They buy a truck from a large manufacturer and they get some sort of generic wiring or plumbing diagram. At Custom Fire, you will get the plumbing and wiring schematic for the truck that you actually took possession of, and it will be an exact match. We believe in being able to support the truck in the field and in service, and that is definitely possible with the way that we build and support our products. Back to the easy to own part, accessibility to all the major systems, whether it's the pump or electronics. You can see some images here of, pinning the Deutsch connectors, the easy nature by which a light can be removed for service or replacement. Throughout the year, we are, even though we don't build many trucks, frankly, compared to some of the larger manufacturers, they do get rear-ended, they get sideswiped, they get T-boned, and sometimes they just get banged up in the course of doing business through mutual aid operations or what have you. And it is very nice for the customer to be able to take a truck in, have the exact parts replaced and back in service in a matter of days rather than months. And that's something we've been doing since the mid-90s, frankly. There's some more views. That's up in northern Minnesota. When you have a county plow come and push a path to a structure fire, the wing blade has a tendency to hit things occasionally, and that's what happened here. But you can see that the repairability was done without even removing the hose from the hose bed, and it's just a sequence of events showing that repair. But ultimately, as anybody in a small business can attest, it's important to have customer relationships, and we enjoy that at Custom Fire. When a truck travels through the plant, it is referred to by the name of the customer, not a job number. Everything has a job number, of course, for accounting and financial purposes, but ultimately, our employees know the project by the customer name. We have a lot of tenure in our employee staff, very low turnover, and employees that are extremely passionate about the work they do here at Custom Fire. Again, we are not part of a large ownership group. We are not part of a conglomerate. We're not privately traded. We are privately held. Or we're not publicly traded. We are privately held. And that's a kind of a quick tour of what Custom Fire is about. And we'd love to hear from you. We have several models through HGAC. These are some of the past projects which we've done over the past couple of years. And you'll see just a tremendous variety. We do have, I believe, 14 base models, but more importantly, we have numerous options. Ultimately, we always have a base model to start with, but we really never sell the base model. That's a starting point for your aspirations, and we provide non-published and numerous published options to allow you to achieve the final design that you want. So if you're looking for a light rescue or a mini pumper, structural, Class A standard size pumper, heavy rescue, light rescue, or any sort of tender or pumper tender, we're able to help with that. And we appreciate your attention, and we hope to honor your service with an excellent product. Thank you for watching this presentation.
All right, Wade, that was great. Next up, we have Mr. Ed Miller with Chastain Ford. Mr. Ed, are you ready, my good sir? You're muted, by the way, sir.
Here we go.
All right. All right, we're in here, good sir. Take it away.
Okay, you got my stuff on the screen? I don't see it on the screen.
Yes, we see it.
Okay, well, we're a little different than all the other presenters. We're not an apparatus manufacturer. We're a chassis supplier, and we have quite a few companies that we represent that build the fire apparatus, such as Blanchette Manufacturing, which is a wildland company up in Kansas. Metro Fire here in Houston does a full line of fire apparatus and rescues, and also Weiss Manufacturing up in Kansas. We primarily do the chassis, and we have their equipment on the contract. We also are a chassis supplier for several other companies that are on your HGAC contract. We're the chassis supplier for them, and we have been for quite a few years. We're also on several other contracts with HGAC, so we can pretty much sell anything from a small SUV to a fire apparatus to a dump truck to a water truck and anything in between. Personally, I've been doing fire apparatus for about 25 years. So I do get calls even from companies that we don't supply chassis to for technical questions from time to time. These are some of the other contracts that we have. We'll be getting into the apparatus here in a little bit. We can command centers, armored tactical vehicles, brush trucks, pickup trucks. We all have our new electric vehicles that are, we're ordering the electric transit now, and the F-150 will be next year or next month. Some of the other specialty type vehicles that we do. This Cy-Fair Fire Department picked up a whole line of support vehicles for their fire department, from the service trucks with cranes to the vans. They use one for air tanks. There's another type of vehicle for community health center. Some of the wildland trucks that we've done over the years. Fort Worth bought a whole fleet of them here not too long ago. Whoops. This is the city of Chesapeake, Virginia, bought a couple of these foam trucks with trailers. Dallas Fire Department, foam truck. Fort Worth Quick Attack. There's a Cascade unit for Houston Fire. There's a four-wheel drive pumper that went up to Illinois. And we are a hub. We'd like to work with your department to design your chassis and provide expertise. And for the other apparatus manufacturers that aren't using us, we'd love to become your chassis supplier, because that's what we specialize in. And I have, like I said, 26 years experience in chassis and 40 years experience with Ford products. So I'd be happy to work with you. I want to thank HGAC for the opportunity again, and hope you all have a great day.
All right, Ed, thank you for that, good sir. Last but certainly not least, we have Joel Kanaki with Super Vacuum Manufacturing. Joel, where are you at in this sea of faces?
Right here, Josh.
You're right behind me.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thanks, Josh. I want to thank the HGAC BUY team for hosting this event, and thank everybody that's logged in, giving us this opportunity. Super Vacuum Manufacturing, some of you know us by SVI Trucks. We're a family-owned company, been around for over 50 years. We offer a full line of engines, pumpers, water tenders, wildland market. We do Type 6, Type 3. We're best known for our rescues, hazmats, command vehicles, air light USARs, mobile decon and rehab units. We've got about a 7-minute video we want to show. It's going to highlight some apparatus that were purchased through HGAC BUY, and as well we'll have a factory tour that will be presented by Ron Weinmeister, one of the owners and president of our trucks division. With that, we'll see if I can bring this all up. And
Hi, I'm Ron Weinmeister, President of SVI Trucks. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, and our factory tour. The process starts with our sales team. They're going to help you build the perfect truck. In one of our conference rooms, you'll come in, sit down, work with our team. They'll put your drawings up on the board, have your specs ready for you, and you'll go through your truck to make sure everything you want, you get. Now I'm going to show you our engineering processes.
We have a number of engineers, each one for a certain discipline, starting with chassis, electrical, plumbing, body design, special accessories. Once that's approved, we release all of the sheet metal to our laser and water jet and cut it. And then, of course, we go on to the fabrication process.
So at the start of the fabrication process, we have our laser cutting and water jet cutting. Our laser and water jet cut all of our steel, stainless steel, and aluminum. This laser delivers tighter cutting tolerances than the standard turret punch, and we're able to run 4,000 pounds of sheet metal in one run to deliver hundreds of thousands of intricate parts these custom trucks require. Next is the press brake. Here we form all the panels and parts for your trucks. In all of our bodies, we use form construction instead of extrusions. It allows us more design flexibility. Our form construction, along with our full body subframe, gives us one of the strongest trucks in the industry. Now we have body fabrication. This is where the truck really comes together. If your truck happens to be an engine or a pumper, this is where we design all of our pumps and the fabrication process goes. All of the stainless steel parts are welded up, precision welded, TIG welded. We work with a variety of pump manufacturers from Darley to Hale to Watrous. Once your body's been fabricated, formed, and welded, it comes into our paint department for body work and painting. Backed by a 10-year paint warranty, we use only the best in paint, PPG's Delfleet Evolution system, and applied in one of our 2 state-of-the-art paint booths. Once your body comes out of paint, the first process is wiring. Here we pull in all of your electrical looms, start putting on lights on the interior and exterior. Inside this body, you'll see the protected wire raceway that all of our wiring runs into, with access holes so you can access it at a later time if you need to. We also build up our 12-volt panels, whether they're relay controlled or VMUX. Once the body's had all the electrical looms pulled in, lights put on, it comes over to the finishing department where the roll-up doors or swing doors will be installed. In addition to the doors, we also install all the interior accessories. Hannay hose reels, Bauer compressors, on-scene trays. We have our own in-house graphics department so that we can control the timing of when they get installed and the quality of the graphics. We use high-quality solvent inks and laminate for UV protection. Because we can prep our graphics right here, we never have to cut directly on the truck for the lights, panels, and other components. While your body is being fabricated, another part of our line upfits and preps your chassis for mounting. We have our chassis fabrication area. This is where all the body mounts, front bumpers, and chassis components get built. This is the continuation of our chassis process. Front bumpers are designed, built, painted, and now they'll be installed. During the chassis upfitting process, we mount PTO-driven generators, body isolation, and body mounts. Our spring-mounted bodies allow for free chassis movement without transferring torque into the body panels. Along with our commercial chassis line, we also have a custom chassis line. Here you can see an SVI custom front bumper. We install all the interior components. We have your wiring, radios, glove boxes, mat boxes. When body fabrication and chassis prep are complete, it's time to mount the body. As your truck nears completion, we also offer tool mounting services. Departments can ship their tools to us, or tools can be spec'd as part of the truck build. Once the truck's complete, it's ready for final inspection. Here we have Hudson, Colorado, just one of roughly 50 one-of-a-kind custom trucks we build each year. From rescues to pumpers and everything in between, we're here to help you build your dream truck.
Okay, thank you, everybody. I appreciate the opportunity to present the video to you and look forward to talking with each of you in the breakout section.
All right, everybody, that was Joel with Super Vacuum Manufacturing. Thank you for that wonderful video, sir. Well, that was our last presentation for today. I hope you all have enjoyed these wonderful slides and videos. Hope they were insightful, got some good information out of them. Hope you got some good questions ready for the breakout rooms. I'm gonna turn it over to Miss Marlena Mack, and she has some very special and important announcements to make.